If you're thinking about a modular home, give American Design and Build a call. If you have a piece of property and you were thinking about doing something, we'd love to come out and investigate it with you and see if there's an opportunity to do something and put together a nice modular project for you for the spring.
Plus also set the location and everything else on the property.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
So we can get into the components when we come back. We're going to cut out on a little break, and then we'll discuss again just how the components work. This is Laborio Durario, your friendly neighborhood architect, owner of ArchiFuture, and host of the ABCs of Home Improvement. If you are planning to renovate your home or build new, ArchiFuture can provide the state-of-the-art design process to create an exceptional final product, all with your budget in mind. ArchiFuture's key to success over the last 20 years is its clients' direct contact with Laborio, the architect. Call our offices in Tuxedo Park, New York at 845-351-2600 or in Upper Saddle River, New Jersey at 201-785-1616 to discuss all your home improvement design project needs. Remember, our heart is where your home is.
Come and see what everybody's talking about.
Are you thinking of remodeling your kitchen, bath, or basement? Do you know an architect and builder? At American Design and Build, we offer a professional team of architect and builder that will take your dream and make it a reality, all for one fee.
Come and see what everybody's talking about.
American Design and Build brings together experts with over 20 years of experience in designing and renovating residences. Call American Design and Build at 845-283-6763. That's 845-283-6763 for your free in-home consultation. Remember, professional service with honest pricing is the motto we build by.
Come and see what everybody's talking about.
Hi, this is Mike, co-host of the ABCs of Home Improvement. Whether you are a do-it-yourselfer or using a professional to redo or build your new kitchen, call me at 914-525-8100 for a professional consultation and design for all your cabinet needs and more. That's 914-525-8100, where your dream kitchen comes to life.
This is Attorney Gary Gauthier, host of First and Foremost. You will hear news, commentary, and discussion of issues that affect the family each Friday at 12:30 on AM 1110 WTBQ.
The kid came out holding a donut, okay? That was Hello, Jay Leno here. Find out what happened last night on Tonight every weekday morning at 7:45 during the Frank Truitt Morning Show on AM 1110 WTBQ.
WTBQ. Welcome back to the ABCs of Home Improvement. Call our experts at 845-651-1110. That's 845-651-1110 with any building or renovation questions you may have.
Yeah. We back with the Wolfman here with the ABCs of Home Improvement on this Halloween Eve. And we're ripping it apart, we're ripping it down, ripping it tight and getting out of sight, all right. Lock up your doors, lock up your daughter, lock up your wife, because there's stuff going on tonight.
The wolf is out.
Yes, sir.
Oh, nice.
All right, back to the modulars.
All right, well, we modulated a lot. I think we were on highest modulation possible today. And now we're going to talk about the component building. We want to get back to that, and so people understand what the difference of the two is.
So what's the difference?
Okay, so the difference is the modular, again, comes down the road on a trailer as a block completed. Now, the component building, okay, comes in 3 or 4 tractor trailers, and it's knocked down in assembly pieces. So, say the front wall of the house may be in 2 sections, okay, and they're pegged and joined together. The floor system may be in 4 or 5 sections, pre-made in 10 or 12 foot high sections by whatever the length of the tractor trailer. It can be 20 feet or 18 feet. And they pack those things with all of the components. Now, the components are finished with the plywood on the outside. Mm-hmm. The windows are in place, and the sheetrock and all the wiring and insulation is inside these components. So when it comes to your site, it's pre-finished in some fashion. You have to then spike these down into the plates of the floor system and start working, supporting those before you put the next floor system on, or start working with the roof system if it's a ranch house. So, and there is a plan that, again, component building allows you to have a little more latitude in design, Mike. So
but you got to bring the components in.
There's more labor involved. But it's not as labor intensive as doing it from scratch. So it's the middle ground.
Well, the wall's already built. The sheetrock is in. The plumbing, electrical's in the wall.
Right. You have your floor
plywood's
deck.
on the exterior, so you got that in. The only thing left over is the paper and the finished coat.
It's exterior siding is shipped in boxes. It needs to be put on by a siding company, and so forth. So you are getting a house that is, say, in the component stages, maybe 20% or 30% of the labor has been completed at the factory. Now you have to take the map out that they give you, and it's color diagrammed. Each section has a color sprayed onto it so that you know that each section that you're building coordinates with the map or the plan that you're using.
So purple goes with purple.
Purples, greens, yellows, exactly. And the contractor then...
Why would one do that over modulars?
I don't know. In the old days, you couldn't really get customization out of modulars. So component building was the alternative if you were trying to fast-track build. Again, time being an issue. You don't want to be in the weather so long. You want to eliminate some of the trades that are involved. So you went to component building for a little more of a custom finish.
That was
product.
originally the first stage, wasn't it?
That was Forest Homes, okay?
Right.
I remember working with Forest Homes. Again, I'll throw out another name. Forest Homes, they're
You've
probably
been doing this an awful long time.
Awful long time. A lot of names, Mike. Lots of names.
What a life.
Component building. That's for your weekend warrior, like the Wolfman over here. I call up Frankenstein. I get the creature from the Black Lagoon, the mummy.
Nice.
I get all those guys over there, and we put it together.
That's unbelievable.
Well, this
Now,
is going to be some Halloween.
who was the daddy's mummy? Or the mummy's daddy? Or how does that work?
So I would think components actually came out before modulars.
Oh, yes, exactly. I think, the first modular was basically the stagecoach when they were moving across the West, okay? That was, people lived in that. That was your house. You traveled across the country. That was your first modular home being moved from place to place to place. Then they started coming up with these trailerized homes, which people, when they think of modulars, think of a mobile home or mobile park where you had the old modulars were made out of aluminum in the 40s and 50s. You had the Airstream, you had the mobile trailers that they were using.
Tin jobs.
And those things got expanded to become living units that were left in place. That's how that worked. And then from there, we started seeing some wood-framed modular houses that were coming in one piece, like the trailers, only made out of wood. So there was a lot of different things that were going on until they came up with what they have now, Mike.
But they still come down to the first thing. You still need a foundation.
Foundation's always
You
important.
still need a plumber electrician to start you off with a roughen.
Right, so what happens now that everything's in place, right? So your modular's been put on or your component has been put together now.
On the foundation.
On the foundation. Everything's tightened up, you've been put together. Now you have to electrify and plumb out, finish plumbing these units. And what that entails, Mike, is like we were talking about with Uncle Buck over here. The modular company leaves you 70 feet of wire from each floor that gets snaked down in a chase. There's an area where the two units go together, and all the wires come through that chase and go right down through the building to the basement in one location. That is where, if you're a good builder and you've done it before, you've already located your electrical service and box ready to be installed and wired, correct. And that process takes a day or two or three, depending on
every trade needs their own time.
Right, so, each trade coming in. So they're done electrifying the house. They check the circuits. Once in a while with a modular, you'll have a connection break between one or two of the units, boxes that are going together, where they have to cut open a piece in the ceiling and check for something that might be loose or a wire that wasn't connected properly when they were putting the units together in the factory.
Or in the field.
Or in the field. But most of the times the troubleshooting, they call it troubleshooting, is done in a day, and all the problems are solved. Now you can bring in your plumber. Okay, your plumber now is to hook up your heating and air conditioning systems, your hot water heater, your furnace.